Hello guys and welcome once again. It's been a long time, so sorry for that. Didn't have too much time to record any new videos, so I wanted to do just this one quick video because it's a new season, so every new season you need to change your oil, do some maintenance stuff and so on and so forth. And there were some discussions in forums and in Facebook groups regarding the oil. So I would like to talk very quickly about the oil additives in the gearbox and bevel drive. So first of all, this is absolutely not another oil topic or something like that. Actually, I just wanted to tell you about Moto Guzzi's secret recommendations. So if you have changed your final gear drive oil or bevel drive, it depends on where you're reading this manual, or your gearbox oil, you have noticed that the original fill oil has some very dark residue or some dark substance on the bottom of the plate when you change your oil. This is due that Guzzi has been using MOS2 or molybdenum additives in its oils for many years. So if you were talking to any Moto Guzzi enthusiast, they are probably telling you that, oh, you must use something like this. So this is a MOS2 or molybdenum disulfate oil additive. It's by Moly. I have no affiliation. You can use whatever you want, or you don't need to use it. It's up to you. But original fill in the final drive and also in the gearbox is using Moly. So if you put just a fresh oil without Moly, it's probably okay. In the manual, they're not saying too much about it, but if you go to a dealership, the more knowledgeable dealership or the older dealerships will also use Moly additives in your gearbox and that bevel drive. So if you would like to use them, do. Every Guzzi enthusiast will say that this was in the service manual. Problem is that this model does not have it mentioned in the service manual, but if you read more info about the oil recommendations in the manual, you'll see a lot of conflicting infos, like their suggestion for the motor oil SG format from API, which is super ancient. It's like 90s, end of 90s or something like that. Anyway, so if you're going for liquid Moly, they actually have the only this tube for the gearbox Moly additive. So if you're going with this one, the right quantities for the gearbox is from 6 to 8 grams. So mind you that this is 20. So 6 to 8 grams for the gearbox. You can probably go for maximum of 10 because this one tube is for 2 liters of oil. The gearbox has 0.7 liters of oil, and if you're changing the the final drive, it has 160 milliliters. Please don't read the old service manual, which states 180. Change with 160, because if you change with 180, you'll have problems. Also, for the final drive, please account the amount you add of any additives into the final oil quantity. So if you're adding 2 to 4 milliliters of this one, please reduce the amount of oil you're adding into it, so it should not be more than 160 in any way. So this is it. So just wanted to say something about it. I did ride last year without this Moly additive in the gearbox. I added it this season. Did some, I don't know, 200 kilometers. So change is there. So shifting is much smoother. But I don't know about longevity. I don't know about any other issues. But anyway, this will not hurt, so it's okay. For this one, I added it also only this season, so they have a benchmark last year, but I have no idea how can you feel any difference in the rear drive. So If it has some issues, I don't know. So I didn't feel anything changed in there, but I did feel some improve in gear changes in the gearbox. So if you want to use it, use it. It's nice stuff. It's not expensive. At least in Europe, it costs around 8 to 12 euros, depending on where you are. Probably in US, it's even cheaper. So, you know. Either way, you can use any other brand. It's not brand specific. Moto Guzzi does not mention any specific brand. They just mention that all of Moto Guzzi's need Moly additives. They also mentioned it for the engine, but believe me, engine is not worth it. I mean, modern oil is more than enough, because for the engine, the Moly is not that efficient as it's for gearbox. So, thank you for watching and see you on the road.